No, that was not. No, one second. The definition of misuse is very. The definition of misuse, you see, you're a lawyer. I know your line of attack. What you're saying is you're trying to define the parameters of the debate. Let me set the parameters of the debate. Let's get Mahesh Bhatt also in. For me, the parameters of the debate are at two levels. What's it, Gaurav?
To clarify
Gaurav,
the doubts that you are creating.
No, I'm not creating any doubts. What doubts do I have?
Money has been spent from the government's
You see, Gaurav.
The government does not spend the money.
Mr.
That is the most vital point.
Mr. Bhatia, a political party.
There's nothing wrong with that.
First of all, it's very wrong. And I think the reason it's wrong is because of empathy. You should have some empathy, right?
No,
Gaurav,
on empathy.
Gaurav, there is zero empathy.
I want to talk about empathy.
Gaurav, the Mela committee is not in Antarctica. The Mela committee is in Uttar Pradesh. You are in power in Uttar Pradesh. A chief minister says that you have a chief minister's backing and corporate houses and sponsors will come and sponsor your Mela committee. When they sponsor your Mela committee,
I will only talk about empathy.
Well,
now I will only talk about
Mr. Bhatia.
Now,
Mr. Bhatia, you speak about empathy, but speak about it less angrily. Am I getting angry tonight? You are getting angry. You are getting worked up. Am I getting angry?
I am
getting angry?
So happy to see you tonight because last night you were insisting. So I wanted to discuss.
Oh, so I really think you watched last night? You watched last night?
I didn't.
You didn't?
But then I have certain points.
So we were missing you, Gaurav. There was somebody else, a very arrogant member of the Samajwadi Party who was here last night. Now, I think this is, my own view is this.
Arnab, all Samajwadi Party members for you are arrogant.
No, it's not.
All Samajwadi Party members for you are arrogant.
Well,
the positive things that we do for Muzaffarnagar riot victims are never highlighted by your channel.
You know, please, restrict yourself. Restrict yourself. Kavita Krishnan is coming. Kavita, yes, Kavita. Okay, we're getting a counter. Kavita.
Yeah, I was in Muzaffarnagar yesterday and we did visit several of the camps. And I'd just like to point out certain things, and I hope I'll get some time to do that, little bit of time. I want to say that first, of course, people living there in the camps are living in daily fear, not just of the cold and of illness, of lack of medical care, all of that is there. But the fear that the government is going to come in and bulldoze those camps down, okay? Now, this is coming after the Supreme Court told the Uttar Pradesh government to provide relief there, to provide proper facilities in the relief camps. What the government does is to try and close down the relief camps. Their logic has been that the people there no longer require relief, they are not riot affected. In the camps we found that, and through talking to activists who are working there on the ground, we found that the government is admitting that 9 villages, people of 9 villages have been affected, they're being given compensation. We have found out that there are at least 1,500 ration card holders of those 9 villages who have not been given a paisa of compensation because they are not being recognized as riot affected. A. B. People from absolutely adjacent villages, those who have seen the homes burning about a kilometer away but are nominally in another village. In one case at least, the village actually has the same pradhan. For instance, Hasanpur village has the same pradhan as Lisar village, which actually has been affected. But you are saying all this. The people of those villages have also fled out due to communal terror. Due to communal terror. And the government is refusing to recognize. No, let me finish my point, Arnab. I'd like to finish my point just briefly. Because these are important and the government needs to answer on all of these because they are denying, you see, they're spending on those junkets.
Of course.
But they are actually grudging what is their constitutional responsibility. They are abdicating their constitutional responsibility towards the riot affected there. They are saying these people are not affected. Those who have fled due to communal terror, they are being told their homes have been burnt after they have fled. And yet they are being told you won't get a penny of compensation because you didn't suffer communal violence.
See, the problem is the lack of empathy. I want to get Mahesh Bhatt in. What's it, Gaurav? You'll get a turn, but it's been 27 minutes into the debate. I haven't got Mahesh Bhatt, Dalip Tahil, Anant Gadgil yet. 1 minute. Gaurav, what's it? Mahesh Bhatt. Just allow me. So Mahesh Bhatt, there's a problem of empathy, in my view. The problem of empathy is at the level of the politicians, right? And I really think Mulayam Singh Yadav must be very rich or he has access to a lot of resources. By the way, if this is a Mela committee, it is probably the richest Mela committee on planet Earth. And I wonder where they get their money from. Anyway,
Arnab,
one second, Gaurav.
Constitutes of local people.
Gaurav, please.
No, you asked me.
Gaurav, please don't give me that.
Yes.
Don't give me that. 1 second. You said you let Mahesh Bhatt come in.
Why not get those local people to contribute to Muzaffarnagar?
Yeah, of
why
course.
isn't the government paying for those relief camps? Why don't you get that money?
No, why go to the relief camps? You know, Gaurav Bhatia's leader, let me go to Mahesh Bhatt. Let me go to Mahesh Bhatt. Let me get Mahesh Bhatt in.
Kavita ji said, I wanted to reply to that.
1 second, Mahesh Bhatt, what about the empathy of the film stars?
Criticism, we are open to that.
What about the empathy of the film stars? You see, 1 second. Today, Salman Khan says, we have contributed some few lakhs to a hospital for the purchase of an echo machine and a pediatric neonatal ventilator. First of all of this is post facto, following the criticism. Madhuri is saying, we also believe in using our reach, and she says, being human is donating 25 lakhs. I don't know what she was paid and whether all of that is being given to charity. Maybe it should, as an act of penance. But what about the empathy of the Bollywood stars? Don't they read newspapers? Mahesh Bhatt, don't they know? I'm not generalizing, but I'm saying, don't they know? Have they shown empathy in this case?
Well, I think you must recognize first that it was the same Bollywood stars who came together when the Uttarakhand event was conducted under the gaze of the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. They dance every year for the Mumbai police. And wherever there is a need, they have risen. Historically, our predecessors have done that. They've gone to
That's a charity. There's a difference. No, Mahesh Bhatt, there's a difference. Mr. Bhatt, there is a difference. There's a difference. You do a charity. You do a charity by nature. You go and perform for the armed forces. Let me tell you, we will not criticize. We will applaud them. But this is not charity. This is not for the armed forces. This is for a politician, and they are paid a lot of money for it. The first thing they should ask the politicians is, by the way, Mr. Politician, how did you become so rich? One. Secondly, are you giving me the money in check or cash? One, see, if you're giving it in cash, how do you get cash? Four, if you're paying anything in cash, am I contributing to the black economy by even suggesting to take it? Right? Fifth, do you know, Mr. Politician, that you are a useless politician who does nothing for the people in the riot-affected areas? Mr. Politician, do you know that with 34 children who died in Muzaffarnagar, it may not look nice for me to be, strutting on stage,
Arnab,
dancing around.
One child has died after
1 minute, 34 in all, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, please. 34 in all. 34 in all, Mr. Bhatia. No, Mr. Bhatia, don't fudge the facts.
After 1st December, not...
I'm on empathy, Mr. Bhatia.
After 1st December, there has been no death there.
Mr. Bhatia, do not do politics over the deaths of children. Don't do it.
I wanted to respond to what...
Don't do it. And can I tell you what Akhilesh Yadav said? No, can I tell you what Akhilesh Yadav said?
We are standing with bulldozers.
No. Can I tell you what Akhilesh Yadav said? Akhilesh Yadav says to a reporter...
That is not factually correct.
Akhilesh Yadav says to a reporter yesterday morning...
Absolutely factually correct. That's what the people on the ground have said. I have seen those people on the ground. It's a shame that you're saying that those people don't deserve relief. That they don't deserve fresh homes.
Kavita ji, let me...
No, we wanted, let's complete the argument with... Let's complete the point with Mahesh Bhatt.
And I think this is the first constitutional...
Let Mr. Bhatt complete his point.
Actually, say that is ours.
Okay, Gaurav, let Mr. Bhatt complete his point. Yes, Mr. Bhatt. You were building a defense for Bollywood.
I don't think I can defend the indefensible.
No, Mahesh Bhatt is building a defense for Bollywood.
Look, there is an unimaginable tragedy which is playing out there, and it is naive, and it reflects on the intelligence that if they have no clue of what's going on, then it shows that they need to be more aware. Having said that, let us only give them one fig leaf, which is that the invitation was from the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, who is the elected representative of the people of Uttar Pradesh. They did not go for Dawood Ibrahim show. They thought that if he has invited them, then they thought, I said they thought, that if they have received an invitation from the minister, that means it is politically correct. But once you guys started going to town, there was tremendous remorse expressed by...
What do you mean you guys started going to town? I'll tell you something, Mr. Bhatt. Mr. Bhatt, I want to reveal something.
Can I tell you that?
I want to reveal something important.
No, can I tell you? No. First, let me explain to you what means going to town. When you keep
because I think you're also showing lack of empathy now, Mr. Bhatt, with respect to you.
you won't let me speak. I'm saying that when you keep cross-cutting between images of people rehearsing with the images of the victims,
and why shouldn't we?
The people there in the
why shouldn't we? Is that not the reality? Does it embarrass you? Does it embarrass Madhuri Dixit? So what is our job here? To make Madhuri Dixit happy or to tell the truth to the people of this country?
No, I am saying when you do that, you do drive home the point. I'm saying, I'm trying to, for God's sake, listen to me. I'm paying you a compliment, Arnab, for God's sake. Don't anticipate something which I'm not saying. I'm saying it was after you guys went to town, there was a wake-up call there. There was a feeling there. The conscience started stirring. And as a result of that, if they have started expressing remorse, let them express remorse.
What remorse? What does it do?
Error of judgment.
You've already done it. You've done it, and there is a sense of braggadocio. You know what, Gaurav? Yesterday your Chief Minister says something to a reporter. You know what he says? He says, I know what you're going to do. He says you're going to put images of these people suffering on one side, and you're going to put pictures of the Bollywood people on the other side of the screen, which means Akhilesh knew that what he was doing was fundamentally wrong. There is nobody better than Akhilesh to know. 1 minute, Gaurav. I am making a charge. Akhilesh said that to our reporter, which means Akhilesh knows.
You did not let me finish my point.
Akhilesh knows that what he is doing is morally incorrect.
Not let me finish my point.
Okay, complete your point, Mr. Bhatt.
That's not what Mr. Akhilesh Yadav said.
I am saying that this is what happened off record. This is what happened off record.
No.
I am saying this today with all
respect. Mr. Arnab Goswami.
Mr. Bhatt, yes, Mr. Bhatt wants to come back.
Arnab Goswami.
Yes, Mr. Bhatt, yes.
Yesterday when you were showing the images, and rightly so, juxtaposing the suffering with the dancing, I got an SMS from my daughter Alia Bhatt, who is 20 and who had gone there, and whom I should have stopped. I, who claim to be very aware, should have stopped her and warned her not to go there. I was foolish. I plead guilty. But what your program did is something I must applaud you for. She sent me a message which sits on my mobile phone.
Show me, tell me the message.
I am not going to, she said, Papa, I am not going to touch a penny from this money. I feel this money is cursed. I'm going to give it to the people of the relief camps. This is what your program did. So allow
I'm
people.
happy. So you can tell Alia, you can tell Alia on our behalf and on everyone's behalf that she's doing the right thing. But what worries me is that while Alia has sent you that message, and Alia stood up and realized what she's done wrong. And I'd like to tell you, Mr. Bhatt, I don't have a problem with Salman Khan or Madhuri Dixit or Alia Bhatt or Ranveer Singh or Comedy King Kapil. They're all good performers, but they have to be socially conscious citizens. But my problem is with Gaurav Bhatia's party. That even now tonight, they will not admit. They will not admit that what they did was wrong because they need Mulayam Singh Yadav's permission to say so. 1 second, I'm going to...
Arnab, now if you will be quiet for just 2 minutes, then I'd like to respond to you.
No,
Be quiet for 2 minutes. So I'll respond to whatever I've heard so far. You've been making comments on my party and my leaders, and you're not giving me an opportunity to defend.
You have no defense, but continue.
Now can I just come in for 2 minutes? Yeah, I would like to put forward my point of view, however fallacious it might be. My point of view is this, that when you are juxtaposing a tragedy that happened in Muzaffarnagar riots and not highlighting whatever positive the government has done, and then on the other side you are showing the Safai Mahotsav and the positives of that Mahotsav, I think you're not...
Positives of that Mahotsav?
Because...
What positives of that Mahotsav, Mr. Bhatia?
Yes, I will
And by the way, you say that you do work. I want you to just confirm one thing. How much money?
Have the patience.
Who paid?
Have the patience. Have the patience to hear me out. If you don't have the patience, how can we...
Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, Mr. Gaurav Bhatia, I'll say one thing. No, one second. Let's get Anant Gadgil in. 37 minutes into the debate, I have to get Anant Gadgil and Dalip Tahil into the debate. I'm getting Dalip Tahil in first. Dalip Tahil, your turn. I'm very sorry. No, 1 second. Dalip Tahil. What do you feel of Gaurav Bhatia's defense?
You didn't give me my 2 minutes.
I will come back to you. Hear the other side. Hear the citizen. Hear those who are not politicians. Hear Dalip Tahil, your turn. And by the way, Mr. Gadgil of the Congress Party, I'm quite surprised at your silence so far in the debate tonight. Yes.
It's unfortunate that you are not allowing me to speak.
No, Dalip Tahil would like to say something to you, I'm sure. Yes. And by the way, Gaurav, you can calculate, you've taken more time on the debate than anyone else, and then you're also complaining the loudest. 1 second, please. Dalip Tahil.
No, because you take more time in asking questions than giving us...
That's all right. It's time you listen.
You will ask a 5-minute questions.
It's all right.
And then you will give me 30 seconds to reply.
Now listen, Gaurav, listen to Dalip Tahil.
Can I highlight?
Listen to Dalip Tahil, please, before that.
I have to leave.
I will let you leave, but after you leave, you have to listen to all. It's
the SP...
Gaurav...
No, then you will make a comment that the SP representative left midway.
I will make no such comment. 1 second. If you don't leave midway, why should you make that comment? 1 second. Sometimes your leaders walk off, then we are forced to say that.
I never leave your debates midway.
I know you, so you haven't. So Gaurav, why are you on the back foot? I know you're on the back foot. 1 second, please.
No,
Dalip Tahil is responding to you. Dalip Tahil will say something to you. Dalip Tahil.
Yeah, Arnab, thank you very much. I'm glad to come back into this debate.
Thank you.
Arnab, there are a couple of questions that come up immediately, and one is that it is this whole event there's no question in my mind that it has been very ill-timed and has been quite insensitive, and I think that the onus was on the organizers, if at all, to call it off. I think by accusing the film stars of not taking a stand is simply shooting the messenger, because there are contractual obligations.
What
and
contractual
I agree
obligation?
with you that people should be aware.
What contractual obligations?
Well, there are contractual obligations that you have to perform.
So they don't know that people are dying in Muzaffarnagar. They don't know what's going on. They are completely unaware.
No,
they are on planet.
They
live on planet Bollywood.
Contractual obligations.
They live on planet Bollywood, and they don't know what's happening in their country.
And in fact, no, hang on, I didn't say that. Please listen to me.
Yeah.
There are contractual obligations. You have them. I have them. You're called out to do a job. You can't just back out of it unless the organizer calls it off. So in fact,
no. But if the Bollywood actors could have said and used their clout. No, 1 second. Could the Bollywood actors have said, Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav? 1 minute. Could the Bollywood actors have said, Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav, we will come, but there's one condition. 1 sec, Mahesh, but I'm coming back to you. I know you're getting provoked. The Bollywood actors should have said, we'll come, but A, we won't take any money. B, you will collect money at the festival from people who come in. It will therefore become a Muzaffarnagar fundraiser rather than Mulayam Singh Yadav's personal festival of debauchery. Now it's looking debauched even more because the contrast with Muzaffarnagar is extreme. No, Mr. Bhatia, listen to me tonight. Listen to me. Do you agree?
Yeah, well, I agree with that. I mean, I think that's a wonderful suggestion.
You take my leader's name. Then you have to do it in a at least proper and decent manner.
What is indecent about what I said?
Why do you take names and say it is a debauchery?
Well,
no, you use the word debauchery without even knowing the right facts.
Mr. Bhatia, who paid for these? Who paid for the travel and accommodation? Who paid for their entourage? Why was the money not donated to the Muzaffarnagar riot victims? Why are you so happy hobnobbing with Bollywood when you should? Did Mulayam Singh Yadav? Did Mulayam Singh Yadav?
Spend 150 crores and we are committed to spend even more.